Hello traders, it's 𝗬𝗿Trade here. It's about to record a training session for you, and which we'll get to in a moment, but I've just fired off a couple of trades here now. Just to briefly explain these, and I wasn't expecting to do this, but nothing like seeing something live. I'm targeting the upper EMAs here. Now, one of the challenges with this is a counter trend trade. Okay, so there's a good chance we could bounce and head back down. So I'll just give it a moment longer. So I just had a nice 10 tick move here. I am targeting 8 ticks with this particular trade, but there's another reason why I took this trade. And if I look at the higher time frame, I'm bouncing off a major EMA. Now, because I've got these EMAs above, and note the trend of these EMAs, I'm now going to go to break even plus 1 tick. Now it's now a no lose trade. Now when I say that, I've gone to break even plus 1. Break even is my entry price. You can still go through that. Okay, so there's no guarantee because your exit becomes a at market. Now here we're up, what are we up now, 5 ticks, and I might even bring that down because we could possibly bounce. See these EMAs here, they're heading down. Over here they're heading down. So now I'm out of that trade. So that was a nice little trade. Now just with those two trades, I'm up 1912.80, as you can see just here. Now the purpose of these training sessions, as I'll pull up my PowerPoint just to show you a couple of slides in a moment, is to teach you how to day trade the markets. Whether you trade futures or forex, the strategies that I'm going to be teaching you, you can apply to any market, any time frame. So let me now get this out the way. And now I'll focus on this particular session. I just thought it'd be good for you to see a couple of live trades there. Well, actually you only saw one, and it'll be interesting. We'll come back to this and see whether we actually get through this resistance that is directly up above. So in today's session, we're going to be recapping trades that I took last night. I had 4 trades for 4 wins. And as you'll see me promote, these are all high probability battle tested strategies. Now the question you'll be asking yourself, can you do this? Well, the purpose of these videos is to teach you how to trade, how to scalp and day trade the markets. Now I should quickly introduce myself as well. I'm Ray. Most traders know me as 𝗬𝗺Trader. Now I mentioned also what I'll quickly do, actually I won't even go back to that because I want to keep these sort of to 10 to 12 minutes, short and sweet. So this is Monday, so it's now Wednesday here in my part of the world. So this is Monday 31st of, and I had there 3 out of 3. I'm actually going to be recording a video tomorrow on this because I actually hit record. As with most of the recap sessions I'll be sending you, you'll actually see how I trade live. So that was Monday, and we'll do a quick recap from Tuesday's trades. Now the challenge with Tuesdays is I had no intention of doing a recording around that, so it was just trading. I marked this up afterwards, but we'll go back to yesterday's trades and just review those anyway. So going back to where are we, the PowerPoint here very quickly. A couple of things. First of all, you'll have flash up on the screen there where you can subscribe for my 3 to 4 times a week scalping and day trading videos. These are free, they're delivered directly to your inbox, and in those sessions, in most of them, you'll get to see me actually trading live as I explain to you the ins and outs of day traders, where I enter, why I exit, what I'm actually looking for, basically how to scalp and day trade any market. Please also make sure you subscribe, make sure you opt in. Now you will get an email, so when you get that email, please go yes, I wish to receive the emails, and you'll get those 3 to 4 times a week. Also make sure you subscribe to my channel, and please give the thumbs up. That encourages me to keep going. So back to this. So what's happening with this trade here? Okay, thus far we've popped through by a couple of ticks and 25, so we got out right there. Now, do you know what a lot of traders say to me? Well, you could have stayed with it longer and picked up a few more ticks. Yep, but a bird in the hand's better than two in the bush. Traders, I'm a scalper. I want to get in, get out, get paid. And so I've got a target when I'm trading a 2-tick chart of $325 per day. I won't get into the reasons why, just the money management thing, and it means I'm usually finished within 30 minutes to an hour of trading. Now when I say that, I have to be very frank with you. You need to be allowing an hour for prep time. And what do I mean by that? I want to check out what's been happening in the market prior to that. Now I also wanted to show you this. This is a no trade zone, and this is what we need to be super cautious of. So just going back the last few hours, this is what was happening. Now I'm now trading during the 𝗧𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺 session. The 𝗧𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺 session is the market, actually the New York session for futures closes at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, trying to get a lot in a short period of time, and it reopens at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is what we call the 𝗧𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺 session. A lot of so-called educators will say you can't trade that session. BS. I trade it every day, and it's fantastic because what I like about this session is generally it just plods along. It's easy to trade, and if you're trading something like the ES, you got fantastic volume, not bad on the NQ, and oil of course has been crazy lately, but there's some great trading opportunities after hours, and so you can actually have a job, go to work, come home and trade. Now this is like it, this is 6:30 p.m. so you can just see the beautiful trade entries we've had. Now just there, by the way, you can see these arrows identify the turning points. Okay, this is my turning point indicator, as well as that the white paint bars are my super scalper. No, they don't replot, they plot in real time. So you can see there's just a ton of opportunities for those trading with the trend, which is the easiest and safest form of trading. So here we can see, and you can probably see the date over there. It says the 2nd of the 6th over there, and the reason it says that is when they're past midnight. But let me now just quickly scroll back. This is now going through the New York session, and we'll just quickly go to yesterday's trading. Here it is, just here. So I had 4 out of 4 with this session. One thing I said also, let me just show you, because what is important is you have trading strategies that are consistent. So if we just go quickly back to the day before, here we go. So I had 3 out of 4 there. So I was up there 3,990 on 10 contracts just there. So let's go back. I just want to, so you can see that's real. And where are we here? And let's just quickly examine the setups, these trades that I took yesterday. So what can we see? Why don't we just start back here? First of all, this is where so many traders, whether they're new or experienced, fall in the trap of constantly counter trend trading. If you're a brand new trader, or you're not consistently profitable, or trading hasn't been good to you up till now, trade with the trend. My job as a trading coach is to teach you patience, discipline, and of course some of the world's best consistent high probability setups, I should say. And that's what these are. Once again, note the arrows and note the trend. This is what we call a fanning of the EMAs. So my first setup here, and for members watching this was actually, I call this a bet the farm. It's a deeper pullback to a major EMA, and you can see here this is called a platinum zero lag MACD. It's a much shorter term, time frame I should say, MACD, and I bet the farm is where I have divergence in the direction of the trend, and bet the farm is a bit of tongue-in-cheek because we never ever risk any more than 2%. You see, I look at trading as a long-term business. I'm in it long-term, and so I don't want to take the 60-40 trades. As the late Dick Diamond used to say, he would only take 80-20 trades or better, and that's what we're looking for. So first of all, to achieve that, we're looking for, as one of the conditions, bounces off major EMAs. Now, we won't have time today to go into the pivots. I'll do a separate video on this, but also we have major support resistance areas, very easy to learn. They plot automatically on your charts. And getting back to scalping, you'll notice with most of my setups, I'm only looking for generally 6 to 12 ticks if I'm trading the ES. Get in, get out, get paid. And I'm a big one on what we call POQ, the power of quitting. So I had a retracement, bounced here off a major EMA. Look down here, see this red, these two red areas? What that is telling me is on a higher time frame, I'm bouncing off major indicators. One of my trade secrets: follow the higher time frame. I had an entry, thank you very much, down here. Now with that one, I got out with only what was that, only 3 or 4 ticks per contract. I got out because of a pivot. Here I did really well, hit a nice target. Now down here, and did I have one up there? Yes, and we had one an entry just up there. I mentioned that one. Then I entered again with trend, with trend, with trend. Then I took a counter trend trade. Note my turning point indicator here. It's screaming on a higher time frame to look to go long, and that's what I did, and thank you very much. So the end result of that was, just going back to this here, so it was 3,225 on 10 contracts, 4 out of 4. And if you're wondering why I average 80 to 90%, sometimes even better, like yesterday was 4 out of 4, day before 3 out of 3, last Friday, last Thursday, 100% both days. Why? Trading major EMA bounces. There is a little more to that. So what I'm going to ask you to do is make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you opt in so I can send you these videos directly to your inbox. Let me teach you how to scalp and day trade any market, any time frame. And traders, as always, I love day trading. See you in the next video.